Hey y'all, this is Bryce with Country Fried Muscle, and I just wanted to make a video this evening about the importance of training volume, specifically how it relates to beginning lifters, intermediate lifters, and then just strength gain in general. So for beginner lifters, you really don't need very much volume. The reason that you're getting stronger at this stage is simply by showing up and being consistent. You're still learning the lifts, you're honing technique. You're getting stronger just by having the bar in your hands or on your back. So you really don't have to worry too much about training volume. Most things will work at this point. So you can bodybuild, you can do one top set, you can do sets across. It doesn't really matter. The important piece here is going in and starting to perform the lifts that you want to be getting stronger at. So if you're a powerlifter, you want to go in and start doing squats, benches, deads. If you're an Olympic lifter, you want to go in and start doing, start learning how to snatch, how to clean and jerk. So it's all about coming in and learning the lifts and just getting familiar with them. Now, when you transition to an intermediate lifter, things change quite a bit. Um, I think this is a really tough spot for most lifters once they reach it. It's where I'm at, and it's where I've been stuck for a long time because I made a lot of really stupid mistakes trying to figure out what I needed to do. Um, it's a really tough spot because, when you're a beginner lifter, anything can work, as long as you're putting some effort in. Um, Whereas when you're an advanced lifter, you've kind of already figured out what works for you. It's kind of just punching the clock and running the program. For an intermediate lifter, you're not really sure what works for you, what you need to be doing. So it tends to be a period with a lot of experimentation for guys, and it takes them a while to figure out what they need to be doing to get, stronger, bigger, whatever their goal is. Um, so just some things that I've learned from mistakes that I've made in the past that hopefully will help you guys not repeat them. As far as training volume is concerned. Um, First of all, you need to understand that you're going to have higher volume needs at this point than you did when you were a beginner. Um, so just to spur that strength adaptation, you're going to have to do more work. Now, tied into this, you're going to also need more rest. So you either need to, eat more, sleep more. You might have to lower your training frequency, and you're probably going to have to put a little bit less effort into, your everyday session. You can't be going all out all the time like you are able to when you're a beginner. Um, Another thing that you need to take in mind is that while I do recommend upping the volume, it has to be done specifically on the lifts that you're looking to improve. It can't just be general training volume. This is a mistake that I made earlier on. I was running a lot of programs like 5-3-1 where you have kind of like one top set, and I would either go way too hard on it and get enough stimulus from it, but kind of burn myself out, make myself prone to injury so that I was getting stronger, but then I'd kind of hit like a roadblock. Or I would, try to avoid that and sort of scale everything back, but then I wouldn't get enough stimulus from the set. So then I'd try to make up the training stimulus in volume on assistance work, but it just never really carried over to the main lift very well. So as an intermediate, you do need increased volume, but you need to understand that it has to relate specifically to your contested lifts or the lifts that you want to improve. So it's got to be on the lift or on a close variation of it. For me, like for example, if I'm looking to make my squat go up, I pour a lot of volume into squatting, Olympic squatting, front squatting, and pause squats. Same can be true for bench pressing and deadlifting, although I think deadlifting to a lesser extent. Um, but so the real point is that to get stronger at a lift, you really need to put a lot of work into that lift and close variations of it. Another thing that you have to understand, and this kind of relates to my earlier point about not killing yourself every time you're in the gym, you have to understand that you're going to need to use more moderate percentages. You can't be going really heavy all the time. And also that the strength gain that you get is going to be over a longer time frame. It's not going to be like when you were a beginner and you could get stronger, session to session or week to week. You're going to have to be more careful in how you manipulate volume, intensity, that kind of thing, to spur strength gain over a longer period of time. Um, so don't be afraid to use moderate percentages. I know for a long time I had a stupid rule where I wouldn't bother going to the gym to squat unless I was squatting 315. Um, Dumb rule. Don't be like me. So learn to really live in that kind of moderate percentage range and just do a lot of work on the lifts that you want to go up. It'll help your technique, it'll help your strength, and it'll do it without burning you out. Um, so hopefully this helps you guys. You've learned some things. If this helps anybody, please let me know. I'd love to hear back from somebody. So I hope you all have a good night. Bye.